Okay, yesterday I put out a video. This was a video as a correction, retraction, further information about the situation that happened with a YouTube content creator a couple of days ago who had a video come out about how Amazon had basically DMCA'd his video. Just to make long story short, Amazon had DMCA'd the video after he was trying to report a bug. He sent the video to the support team, and the support team subsequently DMCA'd the video. Now, why do I think that happened, and why does Amazon say that happened? They said that it was because they saw a gold selling ad, and they mistakenly thought that it was his video. So that's effectively what happened. And anyway, I put out this video because Amazon did contact me, and they also contacted the person who was affected by this. And I want to show this as well, because I know that there were some people who asked, why did they contact you and not the person who was actually affected by it? And the truth is that they actually did contact that person. The reason why they were able to contact me earlier is because I have my DMs open and I already had a prior relationship with them. The person who was affected by it, Video Game DataBank, does not have open DMs on Twitter, so it would be harder to send them a message, and it would have to go through official forums, or probably like some sort of official pipeline, right? So here we go. I'm going to pull this right on over. Amazon formally apologized to me in an email. The copyright strike against my YouTube channel has been removed and my video reinstated. Thank you so much for helping me get this resolved. And it was me, Swole Benji, Kira, and I don't know who Termex is, but a lot of people did speak out. So they did actually apologize directly to this person, and I just want to make sure this is this is included in this video. And why am I making this video? I'm making this video. I don't really want to make this video. I can't believe I am making this video, but I feel like I have to, because a lot of people in the previous video, and also people on my Reddit as well, there's been a lot of conversation and a lot of criticism, which frankly I find insulting, that I did this because of some form of coercion, or I did this by some form of payment, or for any sort of quid pro quo. I did not do any of this. This is an absolutely ridiculous assertion, and not only is it untrue, but it's the opposite of what's true. And I want to explain exactly why, okay? Yes, no prid... fuck! Why can I not... I can't do Q's because I don't have any goddamn teeth! Quid pro quo. There you go. I can't speak without thinking about it, all right? There was no exchanging here. It's not about me maintaining PR. And I also want to talk a little bit about that assertion, that accusation a little bit. But what I really want to talk about here is the fact that I did this for a purely integrity-based reason. And I want to explain why I took down the previous video and why I thought it was the right decision. Because I have a lot of people who are questioning that, and I think that the current notion of questioning that is just completely wrong. I think that I am totally right in taking down the video, and I want to explain why I think it's the right decision. Now, number one, the reason why I think it's the right decision is because all of the times that whenever you see these videos get posted, or you see any news story come out, I'm sure you guys have seen this before on Twitter. CNN comes out with a story, MSNBC comes out with a story, Fox comes out with a story, and the headline is just the most scandalous, upsetting, stressful, like crazy bullshit ever. And it gets everybody riled up, it gets everybody mad. And then later on, a few days later, they post a correction to that article, and the correction receives less than 10% of the traction that the original article does, therefore leaving the agenda that was currently made in people's minds, because that original tweet is still being circulated, that original tweet is still being believed, and that bit of unironic fake news is being still circulated around with everybody and shared and treated as if it's true. I know this might sound surprising, but I literally still get people telling me what I should do with the Olympus guilds in Classic WoW. People telling me how to deal with Ferris, what I should do about Jigsaw. You know, what about that advertised situation? What do you think you should do, man? And they're trying to give their opinion on loot decisions that I made in Classic World of Warcraft from 2 years ago. So the idea that everybody who's going to watch the correction video, or everybody who's going to watch the original video, is going to then watch the correction video afterwards is just completely untrue. Many of these times, whenever a video gets posted, the video, because it's so popular, gets posted and it becomes very, very popular, and it spreads way farther than the correction video. Why is that? Because the video of what happened that was wrong is more attractive to people. People want to hear bad stuff about Amazon, and I want to talk a little bit about that too, because I think it's a big component. But people want to hear a lot of bad stuff about Amazon, so anytime that somebody hears that, anytime that something reinforces that belief, they're going to reflexively agree with it, because it's what they want to agree with, effectively. More salacious, drama Andes, right? People are looking to be outraged. They're looking for drama. And what better place to direct your outrage at than Amazon? Well, unfortunately, this got me caught in the crossfire. Unfortunately, in trying to have the highest degree of credibility and integrity of not allowing myself to be the purveyor and the spreader of misinformation by removing a video that clearly had an agenda behind it. Whenever you watched my original video, which by the way is still unlisted, so you can still watch it if you would choose to, the clear message of that video is that Amazon did it on purpose and they're pieces of shit for it. It turns out that they said that they didn't do it on purpose. And the truth is that I believe them. And not only do I believe them, but also the content creator who is affected also believes them. He has a whole hour-long video that I can include in the description below if you want to watch it and get a more detailed accounting. It's a 1-hour video, so we're not going to be reacting to it here, but it is a 1-hour video of him talking about why it is why he thinks that they didn't do it on purpose, and pretty much what his whole situation is. And again, just to clarify, this entire situation is resolved. The strike is removed. Everything is completely taken care of. So I also want to address there's a concern that people made, and this is something that I think is valid, is that would this have happened if I had not involved myself with the video? Would this have happened if I did not make a video about it? Maybe not. Maybe the reason why it happened, the reason why it was taken care of was because of our video. And for that, I appreciate you guys for watching it and spreading it and being able to make sure that something that's unfair like this didn't happen. I can't guarantee that. I can't guarantee it is or is not true. But I can also say we can pretty much assume that it helped, right? So anyway, this all happened, and I've been accused of taking a bribe or something like this for this. And again, the reason why I took down the video is because I do not want my channel to be a source of fake news. I do not want my channel to be a source of misinformation. I do not want people to go to my channel and then get an impression on something that is seen to be untrue. This is something that I find to be so important because it's something that never fucking happens in media anymore. Nowadays, they post a little retraction on the description. Oh, by the way, we made a little oopsie. And they never take down the video. And you know why that is? It's not because they care about giving both sides of the story, because oftentimes they've already created an agenda. They don't give a shit about both sides to begin with. It's not about creating both sides. It's not about anything else except for fucking money. It's about money, clicks, and ad revenue. And in my opinion, I care a lot about that. I want my channel to do really well. It's great, but it's not something that I will do at the expense of my own integrity. And that's why I take down videos that are proven to be false to a degree that I trust. Now, I also want to say this. There could be a complete chance that it turns out that this is all some big nefarious plan by Jeff, and I'm actually a paid operative, and we're going to be going to space at the end of next year, and that's why I'm making all these videos about it, right? But why the fuck would he send me to space whenever I've sat here, video after video, talking shit about New World? My main review video, would you buy the fucking game after my main review video? Probably not. To say that I'm doing it for clout or to get in Amazon's good graces is, in my opinion, insulting to me. I have tried my best to provide fair and accurate criticism and coverage to all of these games, and it's something that I will continue to do. I think there's a lot of people who don't like Amazon, a lot of people who don't like New World. So whenever I say something bad about Amazon, they're happy. Whenever I say something bad about New World, they're happy. And whenever I say something good about New World, they're not happy. Whenever I say something good about Amazon, they're not happy either. Well, it turns out that I'm fans of the truth. I care about the truth. I care about what actually happened. And I care about delivering my version of what I think actually happened in the best and most unequivocal way possible. And that's why I take down videos that I find are misinformation. So I know people might think that I'm overreacting for this. I know people might believe that I am angry. I am angry. I am. It pisses me off. But beyond that, the reason why I do this and I give this attention is that I don't want a rumor like this, I don't want a lie like this to be the norm. I don't want this to be what people believe about me. And I don't want to see this happen. I care more about telling the truth than shitting on Amazon. And the truth is that that's probably why you watch me. Because if I was a one-dimensional, I hate every corporation and every single thing that a corporation ever does is bad, or I love every corporation and I'm so excited to buy the new product, and then after I buy that product, I hope they come up with another one after that so I can buy that too. If I was one of those people, you wouldn't watch me. The reason why I think a lot of you guys watch is because you know that you can probably get a fair shake about most things whenever you watch my channel. And that's why I took down the other video. Is because the other video wasn't a fair shake given the new information that was coming to light. Unfortunately, I get called a shill for World of Warcraft or Final Fantasy whenever I say things bad about New World, and I get called a shill for New World whenever I say something that's good about New World, or bad about Final Fantasy, or bad about WoW. The truth is that I'm going to stick to whatever I believe to be the most true thing possible. And sometimes that might step on people's toes, and I'm not sorry. It's more important for me to tell the truth than to avoid conflict. People complaining because you changed your view whenever new info came to light. Yes, they want me to believe that Amazon lied to me. Now, I do actually want to provide some framework in which I came to the conclusion that it was a mistake. Because I think you guys know, just because somebody tells me something doesn't necessarily mean that it's true, okay? You're totally right about that. Amazon has never DMCA'd, as far as I know, and if it has happened before, it's been few and far between times. The Amazon is not really DMCA'd and has no history of DMCAing content creators in New World who are posting exploits or bugs. If you go over to Josh Strife Hayes' channel, he has multiple videos highlighting multiple bugs and showing exactly how to do them that are much more game-breaking than the bug that was shown in Video Game Database's video. So there's clearly not a pattern of behavior here. And also on top of that, the people contacted me and they contacted the guy too, and they're resending it. So there's no pattern of behavior. And also this is not just because of, these being bigger channels. There are plenty of like 5K and 10K subscriber YouTube channels that post exploits for New World all the fucking time. Here we go. This guy's got 10,000 views, another exploit right there. Fast way to level, new exploit. Let's see here. This guy's got 2,000 subscribers, and it's another fucking probably exploit. So the idea that they are not banning people, or they banned this person because he has a smaller channel, is provably untrue the moment that all you need to do is Google New World exploit. That's all you have to do. And you will immediately find that that is not the case. I can't believe Amazon banned all these people. So, because it was not something that was a repeated behavior, it was not something that had happened to anybody else before, and it was not something that even really has happened in the industry as a whole, I'm more willing to believe that it was a mistake, and I'm more willing to believe that it was an honest mistake. However, 2 points make a line. So, if it happens again, I can promise you that you're going to see another video from me. I am in no way, shape, or form bought by Amazon. Just because they made this game that has been, let's be honest, a dog shit train wreck, they have made it slightly better. That does not mean that it's a great game yet. That does not mean that I am going to immediately say everything about it is good, but how one-dimensional would it be if I never said anything positive at all? How meaningless would my opinions be if I never gave anything or any context to add any degree of depth to what I'm saying? Of course there are good things sometimes. Celebrate the good things and bitch, cry, and complain about the bad ones. I want to make this unequivocally clear. Amazon fucked up by DMCAing the video. It was a mistake. They should not have made that mistake. Period. It's bad. It's a bad mistake. The reason that I said Amazon did nothing wrong in my last video is because in my mind, the reason that I would say that is that this is not a policy of Amazon's. This was just a dumb employee. In my mind, that is not necessarily Amazon because Amazon is correcting the issue. This is not a malice thing. But yes, everybody, you're right. It was bad for it to have even happened in the first place, and it should not have ever happened in the first place. And I think that if you're familiar with any of my content for any degree of time, you would know that DMCA is not my favorite thing. Do you get the impression that your involvement started the investigation into the mistake, or was it already going to happen regardless of your involvement? I don't know. Straight up, I don't know. If I say no, then people think that I'm shilling for Amazon. And if I say yes, then I'm self-aggrandizing, right? So this is a lose-lose situation for me. Like, if you're getting involved, though, yeah, of course, it's an important thing to do. A lot of these comments and everything like this, it does very much disturb me, and it does frustrate me a lot whenever I am now criticized for changing my opinion based off of new facts and new evidence and new information. I think this should be much more, I don't know about celebrated, but it should be much more normalized, and it should be the norm. You should change your opinion. Are there times that you should do a 180? Absolutely you should. If you find out new information, then and it's different than what you originally thought, then yeah, you should change your opinion. Absolutely. Did he get his gold back? That's all I care about? No, I mean, listen, okay? It's still New World, all right? No, of course they didn't fix the bug. They just fixed the copyright strike. The bug, they'll fix that in a few weeks or months. I mean, the video was a good move, and I really like the comments you had on the company oppression. Shame it was deleted. Yeah, it is. I thought I said a lot of really smart things in that video, too. I totally agree. That video was so good. I was so well-spoken, and I had so many great points in that video. I totally think so, too. Absolutely. Well, how bad? Anyone agree? True. I don't know about you guys, but I've spent the last, what is it now, 10 years or so, being bombarded by fake news, by lies that, the lie is in boldface, and then the retraction and the clarification that actually tells the truth is a footnote at the bottom that nobody sees. I'm sick of this. I'm sick of this. I think that you should take ownership of new information, and you should be proud to be devoted to finding what's true and not finding a way to agree with yourself. Guys, again, you want another fucking speech? Another goddamn motherfucking speech? I will give you a little speech, okay? I am so fucking sick of going on Twitter, going on Reddit, going on one of these big websites, these news websites that are full of a bunch of fucking lies. Every single time I go on there, I see some complete misinterpretation of what happened. I can look on a complete opposite website from the opposite side of the political spectrum. They're saying a completely different thing. And then finally, whenever one side finally gets the actual news for it, then it's a retraction that nobody cares about and everybody ignores. I don't know about you, but I'm fucking tired of that. I am tired of having my awareness on this world be dictated by ad revenue algorithms. I am tired of having my political education and my political awareness in the country be dictated by what gets the most clicks. I don't think people understand how divisive and how dangerous and how sick this has made people in the past 10 years. And so I take a stand against it by losing money, by losing apparently some credibility with people. And I do it gladly because it's the right thing to do. I am so sick of seeing it. And the thing is that it just keeps happening. It just keeps happening. Enough is enough. Expect better. That's why. This is a personal thing with me. Very much a personal thing with me. Wow, what do you call this movement? I don't know, like fucking Citizens United against bullshit. Citizens United against obvious fucking bullshit. And again, everybody who doesn't like New World, rest assured, whenever they fuck up, probably next week, I'll have a video about that too. So anyway, I just wanted to make a video and talk about this. I know obviously there's been a lot of conversation and discussion about it, and I thought it was a very important topic because it does, you know, as you guys see, it does feed into something that I think is a lot bigger overall. So anyway, guys, thanks a lot for watching. I appreciate it. And that's about it.